The first animal that we will be talking about is the clownfish, also known as the anemone fish. They are species of the Noretic zone. The Noretic zone contains diverse marine life because it receives more sunlight than other zones in the ocean. They live at the bottom of the sea in sheltered reefs or in shallow lagoons. The clownfish is a carnivore, which means it just eats meat. They have the ability to change their sex, but it can't change back. The average lifespan for a clownfish is 6 to 10 years. Unfortunately, they are often caught to be put in aquariums for show. The clownfish got its name for its wild colors and strange behavior. Clownfish's scientific name is Amphiprion percula.
We did research on the anglerfish too. There are more than 200 types of anglerfish. The scientific name is Lophius piscatorius. The anglerfish lives in the deep and dark areas of the ocean. They live in the oceanic zone of the pelagic environment. Temperature down there is cooler. The anglerfish is a carnivore. It eats lanternfish and other deep-sea fish. They have the ability to swallow prey up to twice their size. Anglerfish has some cool features too. The females have a tentacle which attracts prey and mates. This tentacle has bioluminescence that have bacteria. They also have a huge head and mouth.
Another animal we have researched is the sea cucumber. Sea cucumbers are invertebrates with endoskeletons. They do not have a head or a brain. These animals live in the abyssal zone, which is the second deepest of the benthic environment. Some of these unique animals live in more shallow waters, and others can live in deeper waters. Sea cucumbers feed on small aquatic life and algae. They eat through their 80 to 30 tubed feet. Sea cucumbers are very common prey for other fish and can also be farmed. When threatened by predators, they will shoot out sticky threads to entangle their enemy. The scientific name for sea cucumbers is Holothra altra.
Another organism in the ocean is coral. It is an invertebrate and lives in the sublittoral zone. The reason why corals live in this zone is because the temperature, water pressure, and the amount of sunlight all remain fairly constant. This is good because organisms in the sublittoral zone, such as coral, don't have to cope with as much change as intertidal organisms do. Coral feed on organisms that they sting, dead organic matter, and zooplankton. One of the most distinctive facts about coral is when it bleaches. This occurs when the coral loses its algae. They turn completely white when they bleach. Corals live in tropical waters throughout the world, generally close to the surface so the sun rays can hit the algae on the coral. The scientific name of one coral called bottlebrush coral is Acropora lcy.
Blue crabs are another animal we researched. The scientific name is Calendectus sapidus. Crabs are omnivores. This means that they have a combination of eating both meats and vegetation. They eat mussels, clams, smaller fish, smaller crabs, and snails. Crabs live in the intertidal zone of the benthic environment. Crabs must be able to live on the land and underwater because of the changing tides. Crabs live in coastal areas and lagoons. The crab's hard shell helps strong sunlight and waves protect them. Blue crabs get their name from the color of their claws and legs. Blue crabs are in the Chesapeake Bay. There has been a decrease in the amount of crabs in the bay, though. They are also considered very tasty.
One of our final animals is the octopus. The octopus is one of the most interesting animals found in the ocean. Some of these characteristics are they have a big head, 2 large eyes, and 8 legs. However, the most intriguing thing about octopi is their way of self-defense. Octopi have the ability to change colors to blend into their environment instantly. Most animals will swim by octopi without noticing them. If octopi are attacked, they will squirt a black ink that will neutralize their predator's senses and allow the octopus to swim away very quickly. Also, if a predator grabs its arm, the octopus will lose that arm and eventually regrow it. But to be able to perform all these defenses, they have to eat. They eat clams, crabs, snails, and small fish. Octopus live in the bathal zone, which is the 3rd deepest. Octopus are known by the scientific name Octopus dophlini. Octopi are one of the most interesting animals on this earth.
Finally, we researched the box jellyfish. The scientific name is the Carbidia marsupialis. Called the sea wasp, the box jellyfish is very dangerous. The venom which it releases when stinging is one of the most deadly in the world. It could kill or stun prey. This is how they get their food. They are carnivores. They eat crustaceans and small fish. The jellyfish live in the hadal zone of the benthic environment. They have some interesting characteristics too. They have a box-like shape. They have a transparent color with some light blue. They are very fast. and lots of tendrils come from each corner of the jellyfish. They also have clusters of eyes on each side of the jellyfish.